is the history of separation. Today is the history of political drama which turned out just people's show. Today is the history of 29th state. Today is the history of how Telangana formed. Here we go. Welcome to Rajashri video. Come fall in love with history. The state of Telangana was formed on 2nd June 2014. But the state had faced many challenges to be designated as separate state Telangana. Today we will present the Telangana movement in 3 contexts. First, political. As India is renowned for its multilingual and multicultural diversities, the boundaries of the state were drawn in random manner before 1947. The Andhra Congress government appointed Dar Committee to carve out states on linguistic basis during 1948. But the committee thought it's against our national spirit and disapproved. But government, against recommendations of Dar Committee, formed states on linguistic basis. During that time, Telugu-speaking region of Madras state got separated and formed as Andhra state on 1st October 1953 along with Rayalaseema. Here, Andhra lost Chennai to Tamil Nadu and left with no proper revenue generating city to consider as capital. Again in 1955, States Reorganization Committee recommended 16 states and 3 union territories to be formed out of all India. Then, politicians of Andhra eyed Hyderabad city, which is richest cities in India, with all kind of ready-made infrastructure. Strong and rich class politicians of Andhra met then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and forced him to merge Telangana with Andhra in the name of Telugu language so that Andhra too can take advantage of Hyderabad. This is the time when Telangana and Andhra states merged to form Andhra Pradesh in 1956 on the basis of merging Telugu-speaking regions. During this time, the Gentleman's Agreement was signed between Telangana Chief Minister Budgala Ramakrishna and Andhra Chief Minister Bechawadu Gopal Reddy with few other prime leaders during the formation of the state. The agreement provided safeguards with the purpose of preventing discrimination against Telangana by the government of Andhra Pradesh. The violation of this agreement is cited as one of the reasons for the formation of separate Telangana. In 1969, Marri Chenna Reddy, who was among the stalwarts who headed Telangana movement, had launched the Telangana Praja Samiti to support separate Telangana. The agitation intensified and turned violent with students in the forefront of the struggle, and about 300 of them were killed in violence and police fighting that ensued. The then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi came up with negotiations in 1969, but Telangana leaders rejected. When NTR was in rule, he bought out government order to safeguard the interests of Telangana people in government employment. This made no protests, but in 1999, Congress demanded for separate Telangana in order to bring down the then ruling party TDP. But in 2008, TDP too supported for the bifurcation of the state. The movement had spread like a wildfire, but the push intensified in 2001 when Kalvakuntla Chandrasekhar Rao founded Telangana Rashtra Samiti to revive Telangana movement. Telangana region witnessed a series of agitations like the Million March, Hunger Strike, Cello Assembly and General Strike, while MLAs belonging to different parties quit from the house to separate Telangana. Lok Sabha passes Telangana Bill on Feb 18 through a voice vote after several protests which disrupted the proceedings of both houses, resulting in India's 29th state. Telangana came into existence on June 2, 2014. 2. KCR. Most of the people are under solid impression that it is KCR who initiated the concept of separate Telangana. But separatist movement was first started by BJP in 1977, which passed a resolution at its Kakinada conclave by promising 2 states for 1 vote. KCR, who belongs to the group of NDA loyalists and unsurprisingly who fell out of favour with Nara Chandrababu Naidu, KCR was not given minister position in cabinet despite having a good credit of working well as transport minister. He was demoted to deputy speaker after 1999 elections. Failed to find a berth in the cabinet, dissatisfied KCR, which made him quit the TDP and founded a new party, Telangana Rashtra Samiti, in 2001, whose main objective is to form a separate statehood for Telangana. With this, a strong hot wave have been created. In between, Congress forged an electoral alliance with TRS by promising to create Telangana state, which made KCR to fight all alone again. In 2004, when Y.S. Rajashekhar Reddy came into power, KCR became soundless because he knew the consequences of going against YSR. YSR took full power grip of the state. He maintained that nobody can't go against him. Soon after the death of YS Rajshekhar Reddy in 2009, KCR restarted the Telangana movement, but this time with many supporters including students, political parties, TJAC leaders and of course people. KCR hit the emotion of people by separate state and various promises including the next CM from the separate Telangana would be a Dalit. A fast unto death by KCR made government announcement that it will separate state into two on December 9, 2009. But due to Andhra people's agitation against it, the bifurcation decision was postponed many times. And finally it happened in 2014. That's how Telangana formed on June 2nd, 2014. KCR came into power and now entire Telangana is under KCR's family power grip. 3. People. Ages back for 400 years, Telangana was ruled by Nizams. It is believed that Nizam kings being Muslims, they were always against the interests of Hindus. They used to treat the people of Hyderabad state as their slaves. They used to collect heavy taxes, thus pushing Telangana people into extreme poverty. Military force of Nizam called Razakars used to kill and brutally torture those who raised their voice against atrocities of Nizam. Most of the poor have to work in the lands of rich landlords. People in Telangana were often remained as workers in industries because of the major unfertile lands of Telangana. There are so many situations how people of Telangana region suffered during Nizam rule. Finally, with the help of Operation Polo, Hyderabad state people were able to get rid of Nizam and Hyderabad state was merged with Indian Union. Other side where Andhra was part of Madras presidency under British rule who were not as cruel as Nizam's was. Though British looted India, they still contributed bit by encouraging higher education. Under British rule, most of the Andhra people were well educated, have become rich and most of the rich class turned into big businessmen and strong politicians who can influence national policies. With the introduction of Anikat's barracks on Godavari and Krishna rivers by Sir Arthur Cotton, by supply of perennial water resources, more lands brought into cultivation and assured crops made those regions rich. So when the gentleman's agreement signed, leaders agreed for the fair rule among the states, which did not happen. This resulted in demanding separate state. During Chandrababu Naidu reign, the development of Hyderabad is in full swing with the entry of IT sector, pharmaceutical industries and quality constable developments. In just 5 years, he turned Hyderabad completely, which opened opportunities for many, especially Andhra and Rayalaseema people than Telangana people, for which the Telangana people are not happy. Of course on merit basis because 70% of districts in Telangana are backward, while in Andhra it is 35%. So parallelly the literacy rate was so less comparatively. So Telangana people could not grab opportunities on par with Andhra people even in government jobs and businesses. Even play has been unfair in providing water resources, electricity, jobs, education, development and many projects were stopped and some shifted to Andhra. Many farmers died because of improper irrigation and many more to list out. All this happened because of weak leaders of Telangana who could not raise their voice against strong leaders of Andhra and of course political gain too. Telangana people were against merger not because they hate Andhra people, but because of the fact that Telangana people have already suffered a lot under the cruel rule of Nizam for 400 years. They want to free themselves, rule themselves and want to solve all problems by themselves. They don't want to make it complex by giving a chance to others to rule them. But things did not go by their way, which certainly left them with disappointment even after getting freedom from Nizams. 45% of state income comes from Telangana region. When it comes to utilization of funds, the share of Telangana is just 28%. People in Andhra are becoming rich, but the income generated by government of Andhra Pradesh is less. And people in Telangana are relatively poor, but the income generated by government of Telangana is relatively very high. Telangana people just asked for their fair share of jobs in government sectors for their middle class youth, asked fair share of water and rivers for their poor farmers, asked to develop reasonable infrastructure in towns and villages of Telangana. But United Andhra Pradesh government never considered this seriously and took all major problems of Telangana for granted, which became we are done situation for Telangana people, which resulted in several protests, and finally Telangana people succeeded for what they fought. Now, share your opinion in comment section whether Telangana is separated on linguistic lines or for political gain or for people's well-being. This is Raghavishri, we do you. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and subscribe us on YouTube at Raghavishri Video.